Greetings, hobby friends. King NASCAR here again, and I've got something that's kind of cool, I think. I was at a recent estate sale, and they had all kinds of die-cast cars, mostly Hot Wheels, just tons of Hot Wheels. And for you Hot Wheel guys, I didn't see any treasure hunts, so I guess somebody probably already got those before I got there. So no big deal. But I did see these, and they're pretty beat up. And what they are 1990 Racing Champions 3-packs, and they have 10 bonus collector cards. And I'll show you one here real quick. Let's see if I can. And see, it says right here, bonus collector cards. But as you can see, these things are pretty beat up. I found 4 of them. And I thought, well, you know, it'll be cool to get the cards out of here. I mean, there's the potential of getting some Petty and Earnhardt cards. And I really thought it would be neat because I remember chasing these things back in the day. And I think the only place that had them were Family Dollar stores around here. And of course, it was like, you know, really sad because Rob Moroso had been tragically killed in a car wreck in 1990. So his car was actually part of these 3-packs. So I remember everybody running around trying to find Rob Moroso's car and card. So maybe one of those cards will be in here too. We'll see. I don't know. But like I said, these things are pretty beat up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move these over here, out of the way. And I'll do this one first. Now I noticed something right off the bat. Most all of these cars and cards have the name in uppercase, but then Cale Yarborough is in lowercase, so, or has lowercase characters. So thought that was interesting. So let's go ahead and open this up. It should open up pretty easy. Keep in mind, these things have not been opened and they're dusty. I didn't realize how dusty they were. Oh boy. Okay, I got to be really careful. Get these cards and cars out of here without damaging them too much. The bad thing about some of these here, as you can see, is the Racing Champions card was on this stand. So as you can see, it's on the stand. So chances are this card is probably not going to be in the best of shape, although it doesn't look that bad. Although it's kind of warped. So that's Todd Bodine. I don't know what I'm going to do with these things. I didn't think this out too well. I'm just going to throw the cars off to the side because all we're worried about right now are the cards. Here's Jeff Bodine in the 11 car. And you notice something on these. He was sponsored by Budweiser, but because kids played with these things, you don't see Budweiser on here. However, they did make a Rusty Wallace with Miller on it. And that was another one that everybody was looking for because everybody thinks that was a mistake. So here's Jeff Bodine. These cards look like a little yellowed on the back. So I don't know how well these things are going to do, but I mean, for what I paid for them, it's no big deal. All right, let's see if we can get the rest of these out of here without too much of an issue. Of course, they're going to be contrary. I don't want to damage the cards if I can help it. Wow, didn't realize these things would be so tight. Okay, there go the cards. All right, let's set those off of here. Let's get Jimmy Means with his Alka-Seltzer. That's another one. Since that was like a drug or considered a drug, you don't see Alka-Seltzer on his car either. So they really didn't want kids to be influenced, I guess, by anything. There's Jimmy Means, and that one has a little, I can see that one has a little bit of a crease in it. But that's okay. Like I said, these are just something to piddle around with and play around with and have some fun. All right, so now we're going to get to the meat of this, which are these cards. So first up, we have Cale Yarborough. And we've got, wow, these are like kind of like Panini. They are upside down. Got Sterling Marlin. Harry Gant. That's cool. He was another one. He was sponsored by Skoal, so you wouldn't see the Skoal logo on his cars. Rick Mast. He was also a Skoal driver. Dave Marcus. That's pretty cool. These things are like upside down all the time here. Morgan Shepard. Ken Schrader. Greg Trammell. I vaguely remember him. I think he drove like one of the Elliott Fords or something. I think he was like a crew chief for Bill Elliott, or not a crew chief, but he was a crew member. Hut Strickland and DJ Dale Jarrett. So no biggies in that one. So let me set these down here. Let's bust open the next one. I just noticed something about these things. Hold on, let's see. They have a little, I hate to say it, but they have a little bit of a weird sour smell. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have bought these. But I guess it's probably a good thing I'm busting them open. Alright, come on now. Just don't be too contrary. And of course that one's going to be contrary. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we get Cale Yarborough out of here without a whole lot of, dang it, a whole lot of issue. I'll put the cars off to the side. And there's Cale Yarborough, which we saw that one a while ago. And like I said, the backs of these things are pretty simple. Just has their hometown, the day they were born, and their name, and a facsimile signature. So yeah, pretty simple, but you got to think, these things I think were originally marketed towards kids. They weren't marketed towards me. At the time these came out, I was in my 30s. So there's Sterling Marlin with Maxwell House. That's a pretty cool car. Here's his card. We can get it out. See, there we go, out of here. So I like that. Starting to get a pile of cars over here. Yeah, like I said, these things have a little bit of a weird smell. Here's Dave Marcus, and he was sponsored by the Big Apple Market, as you can see here. Let me see if I can get a better pic of that. Here's his card. I like Dave Marcus. I met him before. He's a really nice guy. He did manage to win a few races back in the day. I think when he was running for Roger Penske. All right, so let's see if we can get this out of here. Yeah, I like it. That was good. I like that. All right. Let's get these cards out of here. All right, here's Rick Mast, which is who we had a while ago. Ken Schrader again. Jeff Bodine. I think I see a run already of these things. Dale Jarrett. Hut Strickland. Harry Gant. It's kind of the same as the last one. Todd Bodine, or as Dale Earnhardt Jr. once called him for being wrecked by him, the cue ball-headed fool. It's so funny. They call him the Onion now, I think. Greg Trammell, Morgan Shepard, and Jimmy Means. Well, so far, it's been kind of a dud. But, you know, hey, that's okay. Like I said, for what I paid, just a couple dollars for these, yeah, it's worth the fun. All right, next up, here's a 3-pack that's got Schrader, Rick Mast, and Morgan Shepard. Morgan Shepard is like in his 70s, and he still like rides his bike around and he's got roller skates or something like that, and he's a pretty active dude. Okay, this is cool. I'm going to talk about this for just a second. Ken Schrader back then was sponsored by Kodiak. Of course, Kodiak was a smokeless tobacco product. But you notice there's no Kodiak on the car because of the kids. But Kodiak was owned by Conwood, which is here in Memphis. I used to ride bikes with, and I was a good friend of, and the same guy I went to, actually, he and I went to Richard Petty's last race. He worked for an advertising agency here in Memphis, and he designed this car. And I ended up building him a model of this 1/24 scale model of this car back in the day and gave it to him. Unfortunately, he's had some health issues and has passed away here just in the last year. And I miss him. He was a great guy. And his name was Anthony. But yeah, he designed this car. So, you know, it was really cool back in the day knowing somebody that designed a cup car. You know, because, you know, I think this was like right before maybe Sam Bass was, you know, designing all the cars. So that was kind of cool. Anyway, rest in peace, Anthony. Miss you, buddy. All right. Next one. Here's Rick Mast. Like I told you before, here's his card. We saw that already. He was sponsored by Skoll as well, just like Harry Gant. But right now he's got the Magic Market, I think, logo on his car. So pretty cool. All right, let's try to get these others off of here. And something else I failed to mention. Guess what? I don't need my handy dandy panini box cutter. All right, let's see what we got here. See if we can get these cards, and maybe we can pull an Earnhardt or a Richard Petty, because they were in all these sets, but who knows. Let's see if we can get this off of here. Yeah, these things kind of have a little bit of a smell to them. I don't know. They don't look like, I don't think they're wet. They don't look wet. Looking at the back, they don't look wet. So I don't know. All right. Here, let's look at this car here. Here's Morgan Shepard's number 15 Motorcraft car. And as you can see, these cars were kind of crude back in the day. They were just starting out making these cars. I think like some of the very first ones, actually, instead of having the painted on graphics, had stickers. Some of them had stickers on them. So, but you know, with computer technology and everything now, I mean, they can really make some nice stuff. So there's Morgan Shepard. There he is with his card as I drop the stand. And he signs his name just Morgan. That's how he signs his name. All right, so here's the pack of cards. All right, we got Sterling Marlin. Cale Yarborough again. And he's born in 1940. Tom Peck. All right. Dave Marcus. Wow, this is starting to be like a big repeat. Jeff Bodine. Hut Strickland. Oh, here's a different one. Larry Pearson. David Pearson's son. He also, I think he had the Chattanooga Chew car back in the day. There's the Cue Ball Headed Fool, Todd Bodine. Dale Jarrett. And last but not least, Jimmy Means. All right, everybody, we got one more to go. I was really hoping we would have some better luck with the cards. But like I said, I don't have anything hardly invested in these things, so it doesn't matter. And it looks like the card for Dale Jarrett is missing. So there's Dale Jarrett's card, the number 21 Citgo Wood Brothers car. They were a powerhouse team back in the day. I'd love to see them get back to their glory days. There's Tom Peck again with his Thomas, I think that's Thomas Bakery's number 96. I think it was a Chevy Lumina back in the day. Here's his card out of there. I don't think he never won a cup race. Born in 1953. He's only 6 years older than me. So he was kind of young back then. Back in 1990. All right. Must not mess up cards. Got a feeling we're not getting any Earnhardts out of this mess, you guys. Because if the Jeff Woodhound's on the top of this one again. Alright. Here is Hut Strickland. And that's the Ray Bestis Brakes car. He is actually Bobby Allison's, or I don't know if he still is or not, son-in-law. As you can see, he's driving Bobby Allison. This is Bobby Allison's team, Ray Bestis. And look, here you go. This is what I'm talking about. There's a sticker on this hood right here. So it's just what I was talking about earlier. And you can see it's yellowed. But still kind of cool. And here's his card. Right here, Strickland. I think he's about my age, maybe. Yeah, he's younger than I am. 1961. From Calera, Georgia. Alabama. Okay, last pack. Jeff Bodine. Todd Bodine. Jimmy Means. Ken Schrader with the Kodiak car. Looks like there's two there, but I guess not. Yeah, he's born in 55, so he's only 4 years older than me. So a lot of these guys are around the same age as me now. Cale Yarborough with the lowercase. Dave Marcus. Sterling Marlin. Larry Pearson again. There's Rick Mast. Wow. And Morgan Shepard. Well, we didn't hit any Earnhardts or hit any Richard Petty's. A little bummed, but that's okay. These things are still pretty cool. As you see now, I have a nice little stack of these cards. If anybody's interested in any of these, just let me know, and I'm sure we can make a deal of some kind. But anyway, there you have it. Hope you enjoyed it. Check out more videos on my YouTube channel. You can find me at King NASCAR on Twitter. And I guess I'll catch you later. Take care.